Peace, $1.50. Told you what it is. You already know. I got that red gem Egyptian jewelry. You know what I mean? Peace, $1.50. So you see, I enhanced the lighting a little bit. You know what I mean? It's a little more detail, a little more description. Yo, it's 10:32 right now. When I remember I told you I got shot with a 32, it's 10:32. Yo, now the dude roaming around without being shot. You know what I mean? But I'm shot. So while it being 10:32, I'm gonna use my Germex. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them following me or nothing like that because the extremes of me being shot, left a traumatic, lasting impression in my mind. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna use my Germex. Boom. See the Germex? Use my Germex. So you know what I mean? Kill the germs. You know what I mean? It's 99.99% effective. And that Germex is crazy. You know what I mean? I caught him off guard just then. Like, he didn't even expect me to come out the gate like that. I was talking about stimulus checks being called cash and things like that. But yo, remember I told you about getting vaccinated and wearing a mask after your vaccination? Now people are catching COVID-19 after being vaccinated. You know what I'm saying? They catching COVID-19, dying. Not catching COVID-19 and you just get sick. I'm talking about catching COVID-19, going to the hospital and dying. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Why take a chance on not wearing a mask? Wear a mask. You know what I'm saying? You got to wear your mask. Don't go without wearing your mask. I'm talking about if you go in a large audience or in a closed room where it's just people around you talking or you right in people's face. I've seen people with the vaccine talking right in people's face. That's crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing that guaranteed. It's only been a vaccine a few months. The vaccine only been present a few months. People have been misinformed. They've been misinformed. They haven't been informed correctly about the vaccine process. They saying you just only going to just get sick a little bit. Get sick a little bit. You go to the hospital and you can't get treated. It's flooded with patients. What do you mean get sick a little bit? You don't get sick a little bit, you die. That's the ultimate result. You go to the hospital and you can't get treated, you die. Listen, don't tell me I'm going to just get sick a little bit if the hospital flooded, because it attacks your lungs. It attacks your lungs and you can't breathe and you die. Yo, it's crazy. Wear your mask in large crowds. You know what I'm saying? Wash your hands. Practice social distancing. You know what I mean? Don't go without wearing your mask. That's like your only defense against COVID-19 where we got this far. You know what I'm saying? It's approaching 700,000 deaths rapidly, but don't make it any faster than what it is. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Now, the stimulus checks are supposed to be named something different. I don't know. It could be a direct result of me, ensuring or guaranteeing that the stimulus check process is in its proper context on Twitter. Because on Twitter, I make sure the stimulus check process is 100%. I got a Bible. I put hearts, clubs, diamond, spades usually. But since my age is changing, my birthday is coming up August 29th, I'm changing it to diamond, spades, hearts, clubs. You know what I mean? And that's going to represent the hearts, club, diamond, spade that it usually represents. But it's just be with the compounded interest of going completely through the age of 52. Hypothetically, if my birthday should surface before my progress is made. If my birthday show up before my progress is made, I'll be changing districts, getting my channel car, new clothes, you know what I'm saying? And changing my approach to, my audience. My audience will be, not following me all intensely, mocking what I'm saying all closely without nobody responding to what they're doing. If you see somebody mocking what I'm saying all closely, like right behind what I'm saying, like an echo behind me talking, smack them upside the head. Smack anybody upside the head that practical. They trying to misinform you and get real information directly from me. Smack them upside the head. Don't let nobody mock what I'm saying and then, redirect you and you get killed. This information is deadly. Don't think that if I tell you to wear a mask because people are dying as opposed to being vaccinated, don't think that if you didn't know that, you wouldn't die. I'm talking to you. You would die if you didn't receive that information. So why would you leave somebody in front of a live broadcast, saying what I'm saying to some extent, and then changing their words around along the way while you're sitting there? Why would you do that? It don't make sense. So listen. When I change districts, I haven't quite picked the district yet I'm going to change to, but I'm sure it's going to be a district that's real. It might be a densely populated district, where mask wearing, it's not mandated, but it's certainly more feasible to wear a mask. If you see people getting sick with the new Delta strain, you see people getting sick. And the vaccine is not protecting them. Before that even happened, I said, why aren't you wearing your mask if it's just because you've been vaccinated? That's what I said. I still haven't been vaccinated yet. I haven't been in large crowds completely, but I've been to the mental health headquarters, and when I went to the mental health headquarters, that they pulled me over in traffic and began administering mental health treatment to me, diagnosing me as mentally ill, and so on and so forth. Well, in this locality, they do things the way they do them, and you can't change it. So I need an attorney. I need resources to adjust to those extremes. Click on the link in the description and donate. Donate to the link in the description. Below the video should be over here. The link in the description should be to my right and to your left. Click on the link in the description, because I need the financial resources. I need the financial resources to help me adjust to those extremes of being pulled over in traffic and then ultimately being, a patient of theirs. Now I'm a patient of this locality. When I change districts, I may not even inform them. I may just change districts and get an attorney and address the issue as I approach it. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to make sure it's consistent with, my liberties as a United States citizen being in their proper context, as opposed to I'm in a vehicle. You pull me over. You pull the vehicle over, say you need to go to a mental health facility. I go to the mental health facility, because my rights have been violated. I've been kidnapped in traffic, taken to a mental health facility. They say it's nothing wrong with you. They release me. Then they pull me over again later on. Say, well, we take you to a mental health facility again. Or this is how it happened. I was arrested for driving on a suspended license or something like that, something to that effect. And when I was arrested, they took me to a jail. When they took me to a jail, they took me to the mental health portion of the jail. Said this person needs to be in this portion of the jail, not the population portion. So they separated after they pulled me over initially for the mental illness and traffic. Then they took me to a jail the next time they stopped me and put me in a mental health ward. And automatically put me in a mental health ward. Now I'm going through never having no mental illness or nothing, none of that. I sound like I appear now. So, when I explained to them it was nothing wrong with me, they said, okay, come with us anyway. Just come with us. So they do things their way in this locality. So you have to be aware. I'm informing you so that you'll be aware of it if you ever seen it. If you ever seen it in any locality in the United States or the world, even you could be somewhere in the world and they try the same thing. When they do it to me, I post these live streams now, and I make sure these people are well informed of what's going on in this locality. This locality is attempting to make this the norm. You had Tim Kaine and Hillary Clinton running for office. Tim Kaine is a representative of this locality. They attempted to introduce what they're doing here at the White House. Hillary lost the election. That was a big win for liberty, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness in America. Because it's no way that you're going to be doing what you're doing and then try and implement what you're doing into the White House and ignore the legalities of people, the citizens' rights being violated. There's no way you're going to do that. So that's ultimately a crime. But they haven't been arrested. They haven't arrested Tim Kaine. They haven't arrested Hillary Clinton for appointing Tim Kaine as her running mate. They haven't arrested neither one of them. So, was there a crime committed? You have to say, just what happened at that time. So I have my Germ-X. I'm going to use my Germ-X. 99.99% kills germs. It kills germs 99.99%. Now it kills germs. I'm making sure this digital broadcast, this digital stream, this digital live stream transfers and kills any unwanted or unlawful activity in my live stream. This live stream has legalities attached. When I just use that Germ-X is consistent with, the stolen gold being returned. When I'm on Twitter, I'll post a live tweet of a male and female pharaoh or god or king, or how you perceive it. And I won't say Ramses, or I just say, so you can understand what I'm saying. I'll post a tweet with the time of day, or I might put a medical extreme. I might put a stethoscope. I might put some type of implementation of the current extremes. I might put a gold bar up there one day, or King Tut, or I might put anything up there to represent the stolen extremes and man and woman from the pre-existing civilization, representing, the argument, 911. I might put 911 up there, just representing that argument where we were taken from Egypt, after we was taken from Africa. Ultimately, we was taken from Africa, brought here. The Indians lived here before we was brought here. We was brought here. They killed off the Indians. They went to war with the Indians, scalped them, everything, dismembered them, everything. So they're on reservations now, but it's not all of the Indians. All the Indians that was in America, all of America are now on reservations, as a result of going to war, getting killed off. So now, taking into account that I'm posting live streams consistent with that level of information with Germ-X, when I use Germ-X, that level of information has to be in its proper context. It can be misconstrued or confused. These people that are following me, attempting to alter my broadcast as I speak, everybody's just sitting there watching them attempt to redirect my broadcast. They just watching them. Why aren't they doing anything about the people that's right present right now attempting to redirect my broadcast? Nobody's saying nothing. They that comfortable. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know, I can't see nobody being that comfortable with somebody talking in front of me talking while I'm talking to you now and not saying anything. When I'm speaking of pharaohs and gods and nobody's functioning, man and woman, pharaoh gods, and somebody's interrupting what I'm saying and nobody's functioning, why aren't the people functioning? That's a huge, setback for live streams on YouTube. How are you not going to smack somebody upside the head for trying to distract you while you're listening to this live stream? This is a live stream. This is not, a recording. You see me how I appear now. I'm talking now. When I raise my hand is raised. When I have a mole on this finger, I have a mole on this finger. Look, you see that mole right there? It's a mole on that finger. You see that mole? I'm just so you can identify me. I'm who I am. I have a mole right there on my finger, on my index finger. If you can see it, it's a mole. But I enhanced the lighting so you be able to get a good picture of the clock, of my features, of my you can see I got a hat on. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Make sure you click on the link in the description and make a purchase even. You can make a purchase. You can listen to Weed Legal. A matter of fact, click on the link in the description and listen to True to the Game. True to the Game is you can listen to it for free. Listen to True to the Game, and I tell you exactly what they were doing and how they were chasing me around in this locality. In this locality, True to the Game. True to the Game, this is not telling. I got hit with the government psychological warfare weapon. I got knocked down, got back up, and started running. Don't do it like me, hopping in and out of cars all across the country. Ain't no time for weed. You stay high. Check out the live. Check out the Weed Legal. That's the name of the album, Weed Legal. Check out Weed Legal on the link in the description and make sure you listen to it intensely because it explains in detail what they was doing in this locality. And when you got extremes like if you run in slavery, they chopping your legs off. If you run in slavery, they whipping you with a whip. You run in slavery, they tie you to a horse and drag you through the woods. When you got extremes like that, this is where slavery began where I am. I'm not in the usual locality. I got ambushed here. My parents were from here. I got ambushed here from childhood. I'm from New York City. And I was brought from New York City here by my parents' decisions for me to be in this locality. So I got ambushed and brought here, and I'm fighting to leave this locality within reason of the extremes that they present me with, like somebody trying to redirect my broadcast right now. When you see this calendar board is almost full. I'm on the 28th right now. The 28th, I keep this calendar board up to date every day. It's almost full. I'm on the 28th, not right now. If you can see that, that's current and up to date. The 28th has a message large in a square of 28 on the calendar. I'm not playing. This information transfers digitally. It's crazy if you don't respond to it because it kills if you don't respond to it. If I tell you somebody's redirecting my broadcast and if you don't wear a mask, you die, and in my broadcast I'm telling you to wear a mask, then you wouldn't let nobody just kill you like that. How you gonna let somebody just kill you like that? I'm telling you to smack them upside the head. and stop them from redirecting your live stream. Smack them upside the head right now. Don't let them redirect your live stream like that. This live stream is real. Click on the link in the description. After you smack them upside the head, listen to True to the Game on Weed Legal. You scroll down. This is how you get to Weed Legal. You scroll down. You'll scroll past Time, the album Time. You'll scroll past The Gold King. That'll be the next album. And then the next album after that will be Weed Legal. Click on the link in the description. Donate even. When you listen to True to the Game, listen to True to the Game particularly. I don't remember exactly which number track it is, but listen to True to the Game. It's named True to the Game. That's the name of the track, True to the Game. And when you listen to it, it tells you exactly what they're doing now. That I'm getting out of this district. I'm getting out of this district. This district is ran by Tim Kaine and them. Tim Kaine and them, they give you injections when you don't want injections. When you don't want to be treated by this locality from being pulled over in a traffic stop, they rough you up and give you an injection. It's crazy. Their way of doing things. And when they tried to introduce it into the White House as the norm by running for office and becoming vice president, they tried to do it in a way where they fought for slavery and lost the war, the Civil War. They lost the war. They fought for slavery and the Civil War erupted. When the Civil War erupted, they lost the war. Now the traces of those chain of events are still present. The traces of their actions at that point are still present. Now imagine trying to sneak up to the America and jump into the mainstream, with those extremes of civil war and, not agreeing with the federal government. When you don't agree with the federal government, that's a crime. That's a crime, completely. Like an attempt to overthrow the government is a crime. So when you go to war with the government, that's another crime. You have a right to redress the government with grievances. The First Amendment of the United States Constitution peaceably assemble, but you can't go to war with the government. That's a crime. You go to jail for committing a crime. But a lot of people died as a result. When they died, they just called it a war, a civil war. But it's a crime. When they tried to run for office, and implement the same practices into the norm of the mainstream, without nobody detecting it, I was saying, no, you can't let them go. You can't let them do it. They trying to do what they're doing now to the rest of America. You can't let them do it. No. That's how I was doing on Twitter. So when I was doing that on Twitter, I was the only one speaking out about, Tim Kaine bragging about having guns. He was doing things like, that was supposed to be the norm once he was the vice president. So what happened was, saying that to say, what happened was after he wasn't elected, it was an intense election process. The process was in its proper context. I was on Facebook saying, don't vote for Tim Kaine and them and Hillary Clinton. And it got real close. It was intensely close. Everybody was waiting for the results of the election. And when they was waiting for the results of the election, I was still going saying, no, don't vote for him. Don't, because people were still voting. Their votes were being counted. When I was saying don't vote for him, and it got real late in the middle of the night, and they were still counting the votes, they said, Donald Trump is the new president. I was like, oh, yeah. I was bugging because ain't no way they was going to try and implement what they doing here into the norm of America or the world even. The world would have been like, yeah, it's right to give somebody an injection after pulling them over in a traffic stop and diagnose them as mentally ill. Like in a traffic stop? Hold up, You need to correct your practices, because that's completely a violation of the United States citizens' constitutional rights. That's a complete violation. So, saying that to say, click on the link in the description, listen to True to the Game, donate. I need a lawyer. I need a lawyer. I need a legal team to fight this battle, to fight this legal battle. Subscribe. Throw a subscribe up there. Throw your likes. And most importantly, make a purchase. Make a purchase of True to the Game by Dolla50. Peace. You already know.